Хочешь иметь такие же крутые скины, как у проигроков? Тогда я могу посоветовать тебе сайт, на котором ты можешь купить абсолютно любой аккаунт по Валоранту по самой вкусной цене. Valshop. Тут ты можешь хоть выбрать аккаунт с одной выбранной коллекцией, хоть со множеством разных, уже заранее знаешь, что будет на аккаунте. Ну а если ты не обладаешь большими финансами, но удача это твое второе имя, то ты можешь купить один из рандомных наборов, где тебе может упасть как дешевый, так и очень дорогой аккаунт. Ассортимент постоянно пополняется, так что ты точно найдешь аккаунт по душе. А по промокоду WOMFREE вы получите скидку в 20% на любой товар. За качество магазина ручаюсь лично, так что бегите по ссылке в описании и выбирайте аккаунт своей мечты. Ну а мы переходим к видео.
Player, he's very, very strong. But to start this out, Achilleos, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, just a lot of lurking around here from Vision Strikers, just trying to find some information, see where they want to execute on. Eyes in garage, trapwire set up for that window access. Otherwise, somebody could have cut forward there. That's why you're going to see Chalala sitting back in the cubby on the garage exit. But now they're going to see them as they cross through into the lobby. PTC still got this line up. Decides not to pull the trigger on it. We'll wait until they get a little bit closer to the site. Once they have line of sight to try to pick them off one by one. Cloudburst come out. Buzz gets himself into the site. RP in the meantime manages to find two. And Buzz, despite getting tagged up early, will manage to find John Olsen in the end. Vision Strikers now have the site. They've got 5 men strong, and it's Chalala and Superbus to try to retake.
I mean, the coordination here is so darn good from the Vision Strikers. This is what you expect, and it's nice to see it on the pistol round. You know, one of the big things early on in the year that was one of the criticisms of the Vision Strikers was their inability to secure pistol rounds. And Full Sense, to their credit, was very good in pistol rounds during the LCQ for APAC. So here for the Vision Strikers, this is a big statement to start this game.
Yeah, very much is. A clean pistol round start for Vision Strikers, always something a bit terrifying if you're on the opposite side. Chalala pushes out from Heaven, manages to find one, takes out King, but then Superbus will get traded, and now it's all on the lone Cypher. Stacks going aggressive. He's going to be greeted by the double right click. Will get taken down. He's looking for RB. Will not manage to find it. RB will get 3 kills in
Smoke set up there by Full Sense. There's one of those guiding lights, just going to stall things a little bit. Here's the response from RB with the Trailblazer. Not much information to be gained off of this.
And not seeing too much. John Olsen sending out a couple shots. Can't tell if he actually got a connection, but we know that he did get tagged down quite a bit. Still starting to play forward. The Rolling Thunder available will just be used. It's not going to catch anybody. They're all hanging back outside Heaven Stairs.
It's a great read.
And now look to retake the site. John Olsen already in. Gets a nice little tap there onto King. Takes out one. Needs to do more. Finds Buzz just moments before that flash goes off. Gets the kill. Stacks, however, still here to try to hold it down. Tries to go for the flashpoint. Can't make it happen. They get the cleanup.
Superbus at least sensed enough that he was going to be trying to do that. So Superbus trying to get aggressive. This is exactly what PTC was talking about. This guy loves to get up close and personal on these controllers. One of the most aggressive controllers you're going to see at this tournament, and it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who's watched the SEA region.
I actually like it. He hears the turret. It's going to be taken away now, but he put a Nebula down just to cover that up so he could creep out of garage undetected. The execution's already getting ready to come through here onto the A site. Cam does manage to get a spot onto one. Buzz gonna go down. John Olsen tries to push the corner to get stacks, but will manage to fall. Mako takes out Superbus, finding that counterpart Astra. So Mako's just gonna be lurking in the back, waiting for someone to peek their head out of Heaven. PTC trying to creep in. Chalala manages to come up with a kill. I'll confirm PTC's presence though with that guiding light. Nice flashpoint, forces him back around the corner, just buying time. He'll look to clear the cubby. Shot going through, fault line not going to connect. They see Stacks for a moment. He'll pull back to the opposite side. He's got it again. The Rolling Thunder crashes through, manages to stun both. Holds the aftershock now. Just waiting for them to push, but Full Sense may have to just end up saving their weapons here. Still going to look to go for it, and they will find Stacks. That's 3 kills now for Chalala. RB around the corner, manages to find one. Chalala, he's going for the push. He tucks away just in time, spots him out, gets the headshot in the dirt.
Well, this is not good for Full Sense here. You can't be throwing over these early picks to the Vision Strikers. That makes things just insanely more difficult with a team that trains very well. Mako's so good around the corner. Gonna get John Olsen.
John Olsen just can't swing wide enough, can't pull back far enough to either get that line of sight to try to out-trade Mako in order to get away. Ends up getting picked off. It's 2 members now dead over at the C site, and Vision Strikers yet again just defaulting going to A. Chalala tries to push forward, will get struck down by Buzz, and the site is just completely free.
Yeah, this should be a Vision Strikers round unless we can find some kind of magic here from PTC and Lammy Stacks. They've been pretty good at least finding a couple kills here and there, because he turret up on top of the boxes, and Vision Strikers begin to fan out. Mako doing a wonderful job here on this flank, reading it early. We saw this very early on where Full Sense likes to get aggressive into the spawn side of the attackers, and Vision Strikers was very ready for it, and now Mako once again positioned to defend against that, but this time coming from a completely different direction.
Fault line does connect. DC going to be delayed, tries to respond with one of his own, but the flashpoint will stop him from peeking out. Strikers just maintaining their positions here. Snack's going to try to see if he can find anything on the exit with that Bulldog in hand. Push comes out, but just a bit too wide there from PTC. Stack strikes him down. King gets the final headshot. If they could at least make this to, 5 rounds or so in the half, that would be fairly successful for them.
And look, once John Olsen or PTC gets heated up, things can get really dicey really fast. And here you go. This is what I'm talking about. FS loves to get aggressive towards the spawn side. It's going to be RB's job to try to lock this down. See if he can get a pick. That's a great flash from Stacks.
From downtown, he sends it out over by C Long. Sends it straight to the box, manages to get enough of a blind there onto John Olsen, and RB feels comfortable enough for the swing.
But look at the spike. It's in no man's land.
It is. They're going to have to try to punch through here. The creep up around the corner might be good enough. RB ready with the Trailblazer. Close. Slammy Stacks. Oh, man! Oh! 3! Great spray from him! Knocks him back. And suddenly the advantage is there for Full Sense. 3 members strong. PTC still damn low in HP. They definitely make this a bit more likely for themselves. Superbus will find one. The fake on the plant. Stacks, he can't draw down fast enough. Superbus cleans up from having their ultimates available.
That first pick there from John Olsen is him. They set up that smoke earlier, and he just stayed in it. He never got out of it. And this time he kind of baits them a little bit into pushing out ahead, and RB's going to suffer the price for it.
Shalala tucked away. Rolling Thunder not going to connect. He goes for the peek, but King manages to out-trade him. Was rotating around the back. Looking for the cross as they try to enter the site, but Superbus is still going to be good for the kill. Mako trades it back, however. Making this a 3v3. Lockdown just to force everybody away from the site. Buy some more time here for the attempted retake.
A lot of King's utility there. They're going to send the Seekers out, try to get the information here. They have not the Rolling Thunder, excuse me. Just the fault line there to try to push through it. It's catch members of Vision Strikers, but they backed all the way out into C main.
Nanoswarm try and delay here, but as far as post-point utility, there's not too much else to speak of. Stacks tries to come leaping out to make it happen, but he's not going to be able to do it. Gravity Well does get used, pulls him off. Stacks now going to go down. Mako is good for a third. Now a 1v1, and there it is. He gets the headshot. PTC is out of there. It's up. Not too much value was cut down by Mako over at C Long. He's going to be playing out in Garage. PTC looking to try to slow things up, and oh, the tailwind not quite going to go where he wanted it to. Stacks will strike him down. So yet again, it's going to be a dud of an ult here for John Olsen, just seemingly not in the groove.
This is one of the things that you see from time to time with John Olsen. He has been really nuts so far this year, but he can run cold and he can start making mechanical mistakes like that where he gets punished for it, and that's not good. Again, and the opening pick goes the way of the Vision Strikers. Now they're making their way towards A, where it is just Chalala hanging out up in the top. And it is a rapid rotation here, but we'll see if they can get there in time for Full Sense.
Vision denied right now, but gets the tag, and that's going to be Stacks taken down. Nicely done by Chalala. Push comes through. Lammy Snacks will manage to find King, but it's a kill beyond the grave. A bit of martyrdom there. As the Nanoswarm will strike him down. Mako now looking to anchor the site. Finding that third pick on the entry. See what else they can do.
Timing and the placement of that Nanoswarm so good from King. Even though he dies for it, he's able to slow things up and get the reset here. But Superbus on the flank with the Phantom. We'll see if he can find the backside, but it's RBU's ready for it. Shuts him down. Buzz is gonna get Chalala to get.
Maybe they can make this an 8-4 if they can win the next 2 consecutively, but John Olsen, ooh. He'll take the shot anyway, won't get the damage connected, but they at least get the confirmation that an operator has been purchased and that John Olsen is situated at the C site.
Well, it's been so devastating in these rounds here for Full Sense, and finally they're able to get the operator in the hands of John Olsen. Lammy gonna trade with Buzz. RB pushing on through, let out the guiding light, and then, ooh, but Superbus.
Not ready for him to be tucked away in the cubby. John Olsen will find Buzz, and Stacks, he's still standing. Well, managed to find one more before getting taken down.
Strikers who are setting up, looking pretty keen, trying to get into this space.
Buzz does have Bladestorm popped. Just in case he needs it. Cyber Cage gonna come up. First op shot, just taking away the Trailblazer. Blind does go through, gets Chala inside of the cyber cage. Push comes out, the blind timing's perfect, and Buzz takes John Olsen's head right off. Now the lockdown's going to be used on the site. The Seekers not going to be finding too much. They know exactly where Vision Strikers is. They just can't get to them right now. PTC does have a cheeky little spot, however, in heaven. He's not going to be caught by that lockdown. Puts about half HP down on King. Can't get that finish yet. Doesn't quite have a great angle for the aftershock. It's him and Lammy against the world. He comes jumping out, looks to find one, will get Buzz, transfers to King, but Stax shuts him down, and now it's all on Lammy Snacks, and he's got to push blindly through this Astra wall. Makes his way in, doesn't know which way to look. Stax will strike him down. It's
them in recent history, and that's try to go for B pushes. FS is one of the best B site hitting teams I've ever seen here on Haven, and Vision Strikers is very set up to kind of bottle that up and contain it. You can see they're already drifting in this direction towards the garage as well, but the Vision Strikers are getting aggressive. They want to push forward, but these shots, this Trailblazer is going to give a little bit of information over here, but Chala a little bit late on that shot.
Yeah, it does get the days out, and that forces the cyber cage to be used. Slams it down on the ground. Vision Strikers say, okay. Buzz just going to cycle back. Looks like RB still going to play forward. But they're anticipating that this is not going to be an A hit. That's why you're going to see two members cycling back so they can have a faster rotate and leave RB further forward, just in case.
And obviously, this is such a huge round for FS, excuse me. They really, really, really would like to get this pistol win, see if they can find something. But King,
30 seconds left.
Kind of an awkward place here. Looks like they are going to be setting up for the C hit. Time's running down.
Yeah, it looks like King may have just spotted it out. Does have that frenzy available. John Olsen pushing forward. Stax managing to find the first kill. Superbus will get rid of the enemy Killjoy, but Stax is good for 2. Nice little shutdown there, try to fast track that rolling thunder, but it's taking a considerable amount of damage, and RB doesn't have the healing, so Stack's gonna have to play this out a little bit more patiently. RB, however, gets himself out into long, somehow doesn't get that elimination, still puts quite a bit of damage down, finally lines up the headshot. Buzz will be good for another. Chala will strike him down, but
they're really, really strong, especially on the attacker side. This has been kind of the MO of Korean teams. They are so strong because of their ability of their timings, their combos, their kind of polished perfection that they try to achieve.
Corner shot out to John Olsen as he peeks out towards long. Backed up just a bit. Hawk gonna go over the wall. Detroit will confirm their presence. Fault line. It actually does manage to connect onto RB, but push isn't coming through yet, so he's gonna be able to remain safe. They'll hear the orb take. 3 members approaching through the sewer, and Lammy Snacks gets a very nice headshot there onto Buzz. John Olsen as well, pushing in from long, cuts down RB. That's gonna be a man advantage here. For the side of Full Sense, see if they can translate this into a round win. Nebula comes up, denying vision away from Stax in heaven. He'll rotate back down. It seems like it's going to have to be a 3-man hit through this alley access.
Yeah, there's nobody on that covey. That was just pinged by the Vision Strikers, so they're thinking somebody's going to be around that corner, but nobody's there. There's not much utility left here on the side of FS, though. There's that gravity well that King's going to find himself stuck in. Is going to get out-traded by Superbus.
Yeah, gets mowed down with that recovered Spectre. Stax now trying to push into the site. They'll see Mako on the one side, but they manage to find 2 kills. Stax comes up with a second. John Olsen taken down. The right clicks from PTC will eliminate Stax, and PTC peeks the corner, gets the Red Bull clear at the moment, peeking into a lobby.
Superbus able to keep himself hidden behind that corner. Going to try to set up a few stars here and there potentially. They're going to lead the way with the Trailblazer toward Buzz. Immediately RB rotating over for the assistance. Stax filling in onto the B Link side of things, and a ton of stars coming out here from Superbus.
That's a bit worrisome here if you're Buzz. Stun comes out, but actually they're not going to push into him. Thunder. Let's get cleared out. Oh, John Olsen looking away for just a moment, but does manage to identify that Stax is behind the box. Gets that kill. Mako in the meantime trading out. Superbus will fall off screen. John Olsen though, tucked away left side on this alley access as Mako makes his way into heaven. Pushes out King, ready for it. Doesn't take any damage either. Comes up with a clean kill.
Unbelievable. This angle here from RB and Buzz is going to be killer potentially for FS.
Just waiting out the aftershock. Buzz making his way forward, spots PTC, gets him in the head. Lammy trying to get the cross, doesn't manage to transfer it into the second player. Chala, he needs to do it, he can't get it done. Only manages to find 1. Odds were stacked against us.
Coming down here for the Vision Strikers as they know that the push is beginning towards A main here. Trailblazer is going to spot out RB. Yep.
Oh, RB trying to go for the push here. Cyber Cage going to deny his vision away though. Very nicely timed there by Chalala. Could have been catastrophic otherwise. So nicely done by him. Keeps his team alive, and it's going to be a rotate back over towards C. Everybody now making their way forward. No one's going for the garage approach. It's just going to be a full 5-man hit. Straight up default. Dash into the smoke. Blades are out. Oh, but he's going to be whipping them. Still manages to draw down with the classic. Finds stacks in the head. Mako in the meantime finds two, and King will strike down John Olsen. PTC comes up with one. Gets rid of the Astra. Gets rid of the Killjoy. Now 2v2 for the retake. Vision Strikers, they spot one. Chala takes him out. Blade Storm's out. A ball! The right click from Buzz. He pulls it off in an in. You know, players that are here at this event very much earning those honors. Again, looking to play a bit of a nice little duo here over at A long. Trailblazer will start. Buzz looking for the peak as they go to destroy it. Takes a little bit of damage. So does John Olsen.
This Buzz RB combo has been absolutely fantastic. They're playing off each other's utility so darn well. But a good fault line. Buzz able to dash out of the way. RB follows up.
Oh, he just lands right in front of PTC, but still manages to get the headshot. John Olsen wasn't there for the counterplay to try to shut them down. Buzz now around the back. John Olsen manages to get both of them, though. Oh, the transfer from one to the other shuts them down, but Stacks now in such a cheeky little spot. Spots Lammy, cuts to the other side of the wall, finds it, gets the third, and there you go. Vision Strikers, they take the first map of the series.
They're fracture of breeze if you're going to get deep into this tournament, and I think for the Vision Strikers, you know, with Stacks on Breach, Fracture is just a great map for him, and you don't want to play him on that map.
Buzz does get dazed there by the Trailblazer. Buzz making his way out onto the site. Going to be lurking through the wall, taking a bit of decay here. As the spike will get planted. So far, no real damage getting pushed out, but as I say that, King, oh man, barely lines up the second headshot, putting PTC down. 2 HP remaining for him. Now a 2-man advantage for the side of Vision Strikers. Buzz going to be taking the tailwind back up the side, towards the cave. Keeps himself out of line of sight, spots John Olsen there, but doesn't want to go for the re-peek. Shock darts used. Buzz now playing on the cave side of Pyramids, letting them push over towards him. John Olsen, though, as he rounds that side over towards Ninja, manages to get rid of Stacks. Buzz falls down. King now with 3 kills, still somehow manages to come up with another despite only having 2 HP. Bites will try to buy some extra time. John Olsen looking to go aggro, but RB shuts him down, is looking for a little bit more. Lemmy Snacks would just like to try to get some kills here. Seemingly can't get the shot to line up.
Disastrous round for FS.
So right there, King. 4-0 so far, just 2 away from having that. Oh, the push out. Timing there from Buzz, not ideal, but King will find a 5th kill. Shock dart going to be lobbed in. King will get tagged up a bit. Seeker's now going to be used by Stacks. Go ahead and identify where the members of Full Sense are lurking here around the B site. Looks like maybe a triple approach. The Archers in the back. Otherwise, one coming through tunnel. Trailblazer not going to be able to find too much of anything.
Look how fanned out the Vision Strikers are, expecting some kind of lurk here, but they're going to get a ton of information out of that camera. They are going to see a lot of members, but Lammy able to turn it around, takes down King with the headshot.
That gives him his first death. Oh, the dink goes through. Looks for a little bit more. Stacks putting quite a bit of damage into PTC and Chalala, but doesn't manage to find those kills. The bites are coming down, however.
What is this lineup?
This is going to be a nice little lineup, but John Olsen pushes forward, gets a headshot onto RB. Mako around the back.
Ping that came out, so they're suspecting that somebody's potentially hanging out there by the pillar, but right now, the Vision Strikers just got to take their time. They're going to change the pace. They're going to slow things up. We haven't even seen the toxic screen come down as far as I can tell, so they're just really waiting to maybe go for an execute. But this is an early op here for Buzz, and this is great to see from the Vision Strikers. I was concerned about what their long-range firepower was going to be like, and this is such an important map for this player right here. Vision Strikers putting a lot of confidence in Buzz on this map. Is able to get the shot on the John Olsen.
Right as he peeks out, Buzz shuts him down. That is the Blaze Storm also online, but he will also find Chalala. Strikes him down. 2 kills for Buzz yet again. It's just been excelling over on these A-site attacks. Creep around the back into shop, but RB, he doesn't even have the gun out when he runs in, manages to draw down fast enough to outtrade PTC. Doesn't even take that much damage, and King finds Lammy lurking across into mid. Since stop Vision Strikers from getting those stretch leads that they so very much love to run away with.
Yeah, you can see VS just going to put the toxic screen a little bit deeper onto A this time. Kind of makes me curious what the post-plant setup is going to look like here this go around, as it is going to be Stacks pushing well forward, and the rest of them are just waiting behind. So again, they're just going to be looking for some of these post-plant situations. King going to be really important in Alley to lock this down.
They get in rather cleanly. Stacks trying to make his exit. John Olsen will get him in the head. Weapon not going to be in a recoverable position, so it doesn't help him out in that regard, but still a man off the board. Super Buzz, though, falling Means that they have lost out on their one rifle. Oh, the timing! The push around the corner, and Mako cannot get prepared in time. Off shot, not going to connect there from Buzz. Does get blind, but RB manages to hold it down for 2 before falling to Lammy Sachs' shot dart. Buzz out with the blades, manages to cut down both and take.
I mean, the Vision Strikers have really dedicated themselves to the Phantoms. It seems like they just converted 100% almost over to it. You know, for better or worse, I'd say there's maps where I feel like that's maybe not the right call, but King doing such a good job here on this long lurk. Gets deep into the defender spawn.
All the way through halls, catches him right in the spawn. Really nicely done, and that is going to be the neural theft used to go ahead and spot him out. They say, okay, we'll shift over to the A site. We know that there's 2 there.
I've got your trail.
Seeker's now going to be used. Tax finding that ult for the 2nd time. Door to be opened. La la la, pulling back, but will get spotted, and King is in prime position. Cyber Cage to keep himself blocked. Oh, he actually thought he got the kill. Turns away, turns back, and still takes down John Olsen. King is on an absolute tear right now.
Oh, you can tell he's just feeling it. I mean, when you're in the zone and you feel like your shots just enough of them just landed that you should get the kill. It was just shy. He's able to fortunately turn around and do it somehow. I mean, this is just King's round. He has really put himself on the throne for sure.
Tell a little bit of a jiggle with the mouse. I don't think that shock dart went exactly where he was hoping it was going to. King on the lurk. It's a little bit too low. Doesn't get too much damage out onto Super Bus. Vandal in hand, and one's going to be taken right out of his hand. Stacks catches him in the head. Yeah, John Olsen. Marshall in hand. Let's move down. Peeking out a door into mid. No one really playing around that side. Does have PTC here for a setup. They want to try to go for a wide swing off the back of a blind. Vision Strikers very much playing around this, just going to be creeping forward.
I'm kind of curious about this Hunter's Fury from Lammy Snacks. Like, what is this going to look like here on this round? Because with the way the Vision Strikers are playing off-site, it makes it pretty difficult. You have to react pretty quickly onto the plant to get it to go. And here come the Vision Strikers right away, dashing right in, going for it.
Given his position, he's easily set up for plant denial. Spike's not yet moved through. Right here. He will start advancing that forward now onto the site. It's on the back of the pillar. And that is going to be the call out here. But Hunter's Fury, he will tag one, but it's actually not the planter. Buzz is going to be taken down, so that's still going to be a win. Spike not yet planted. They also get the follow-up tag on the stacks, knocking him down to 70 HP, and suddenly this looks very good for the side of Full Sense. Updraft over the top for a target. King around the corner, throws down the Cyber Cage, gets the headshot dink, gets the finish on the Chalala, but then Lammy Sachs coming in from the right side flank, manages to strike him down. John Olsen finds the headshot onto stacks off cam. Mako cannot draw it down, he cannot scope in fast enough, and suddenly he's all on RB. He's ready for Superbus to push into window, but he cannot get the shots off. The opening lights being thrown out by stacks over towards the A site. He gives a nice little warning ping, so it seems like he did spot somebody. Dart out, Buzz pulling back just below the vent. John Olsen gonna be blinded.
Look at this lurk from PTC, he's getting real close.
Well, the tailwind forward, it distracts him for just long enough. King makes his way forward, gets the headshot out. Nice steady there from Buzz, manages to outtrade Superbus. Doesn't even actually get tagged up. All the bullets whizzing past him like he's Neo. Spike now going to be planted, just like that. Vision Strikers, as the pendulum swings, are looking to regain control of this game, not letting Full Sense try to string any rounds together. Just for good measure, they throw down the pit. Mako says, come on in.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really difficult here for Full Sense. Buzz still...
Did he not see him?
I don't know if he did.
His head came up over top of the wall.
I think the toxic screen came down just at the right moment there. PTC trying to flash his way through. He's going to take a little bit of decay damage there. They're just spraying in, but there's just nothing that Full Sense can get.
They got to stay in.
Yeah, they can't break through these defenses, so it's time to just pull out.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead, pull back. I mean, King's getting himself into a decent little lurk position to maybe find the other members. He moves back down, peeks the doorway, sees that there's nobody there. PTC will find one for his trouble, so will not allow the flawless round to come through. Them in the skull, outtrades the operator, and John Olsen is not having a good go of it right now. Shut down yet again, operator on the floor. You can see now, I mean, PTC is like, I was, set up to play, off of you. Now I find myself a little bit stranded in mid. There's that a couple blinds. Just cycle back over into the shop through cave now as they look to assault this A site yet again. Hunter's Fury going to be used by RB, looking to escort his teammates out onto the site. They're actually going to turn tail, make their way over towards B, because King says, hey, I'm in. There's no one here. It's completely unoccupied. But Chalala, look at this, gets himself forward in mid, manages to find Mako, and now everybody's going to be rerouting.
Yeah, I like this play from the Vision Strikers. PTC tries to get through, but Buzz is going to shut him down before he can get a kill. A little bit of damage done, but not nearly enough here, as still King locking down the backside of B. Only 2 members left for FS, and this is just a great read here. I like that RB opted to go for his ult into the defensive position there to keep his team, you know, alive, to give them the ability to get out, because I'm sure that Vision Strikers are pretty keen on the post-plant stuff, but they got plenty of other utility anyway. Just use that Hunter's Fury then, totally fine. Nice shot, Superbuzz.
Yeah, finally manages to stabilize there with the taps, gets the one onto King. Still need to get through 3 more members on the side of Vision Strikers, and Buzz. Perfectly lined up there on the archway. Gets the final shot, tailwind away for style points. 4 kill from a forward position of at least 1 player. Now they'll have to pull back behind the pyramids to stay safe.
I like the way they do that. They time Buzz's movement. They go all the way around, so he comes from an off angle to see if anybody's lurking inside of that poison cloud. Nobody there, but that's a nice little set play. That's the little things from the Vision Strikers. Stuff like that, where they're trying to put their opponents in the worst position possible if they're pushed up.
Mako's ready for this. He's staring up at the top of the rope. Says, we haven't really been watching hulls. Somebody could have moved forward. Staying privy to that. John Olsen going to be dashing away from Ninja, tries to stabilize, gets the 1 tap there onto Buzz, knocks him to 45 HP, but cannot get the kill. Chalala, however, will manage to find King. Given how he's been performing on this map so far, that's a very valuable pickoff on his otherwise eco round. Chalala does have that Vandal in hand now. Pushing up, gets 1 tap onto Mako. Chalala again comes up with 2, manages to find 3 kills so far. Can he do more? Neural Depth going to be committed. Spike planted, the bites coming down. They'll use the drone, pushing around the corner. RB with the off, cuts him down to size. Trying to spam through the wall, but just can't quite get enough penetration there. Find that elimination. RB's ready for the quick peek. Shuts down Lammy Snacks. Vision Strikers keep it rolling. 2 more rounds to go in the half.
Yeah, Chalala is of him. Particularly, you remember, Kilios, when we were working with the SEA casters, Illustrato, Asarai, and Black and Blue, and they all said it, that he's hot and cold. And when he's cold, then FS is cold.
There's PTC gone. RB finding 1. John Olsen will get 1 kill here on the board for full sense, but does get traded out. So a 2-for-1 exchange. Vision Strikers going to be feeling perfectly fine about that.
I like the dial-up of aggression here, trying to gain space by FS. It just doesn't pay off. The Vision Strikers aren't fooled by it. Again, the Strikers are so smart. They're so calculated. They're so calm. Off of a timeout, they probably said, "Look, FS is probably going to try to get aggressive, either down mid or down an off angle, down a flank. So let's be prepared for it. It's an easy crossfire. It's an easy setup for them." Now Buzz trying to push forward. He's really up with that op.
Yep, Seekers go out. Superbuzz has to clear those. Pulls back away. So behind the left pillar, left pyramid rather. Shot. Oh man, instant snap on from Buzz. Finds 1, does get darted. Wants to try to exit here. Gets tagged up, barely manages to make it around the corner, throws down the weapons. Just panicking, spamming just hitting everybody possibly can. Will manage to make it out with his life intact, but Lammy Snacks.
This is pretty interesting. What are the Vision Strikers going to dial up here? I think this is kind of on the back of seeing that the Viper's Pit is going to be here for FS, and that it's going to be a bit more of a claustrophobic fight. There's going to be a lot of battling inside of the Viper utility, not just FS's, but also the Vision Strikers. So really interesting kind of change of pace here.
You got a really forward push coming out, though, from Full Sense. They're getting a lot of information right now. Making their way up through elbow. John Olsen out in mid. Will manage to find 1. Gets rid of Stacks, but then King strikes him down. PTC with a lurk around the back, however. Finds RB, and he's going to upgrade that Guardian very quickly. Buzz jumps his way up on top of Headshot Box, and now is going to be left all on his lonesome. A 1v4 to try to make it a 10-2. Buzz, are you up to task? The drone comes out. He's going to be shot. And Lammy, with a quick little peek around the corner, will strike him down. Need energy from their fans, from the audience. So send it out to them.
Yeah.
Goku style, energize these players because they need everything they can get.
I was going to say, you better be building a big Spirit Bomb. Because right now, Vision Strikers in firm control of this.
Ooh, okay. John Olsen, he was trying to go through door, got that tonight away from him. Actually counter shut it, but manages to push in on top of RB, gets that kill, now comes around the back and Stacks is not ready for it. PTC will find Mako, and this is looking very clean, but King will find 2. Buzz going down, King cleaned up, and Full Sense starts things off right.
Putting up for a doors push, are they just trying to cut off this mid angle so they can safely get to the store? It looks like that is indeed the case, as PTC is pushing his way forward, but the Vision Strikers are pretty well situated for this if he does come through, but oh my goodness, oh Buzz.
They're about to see each other. They are so close, and they just don't even realize it. Stacks in the meantime still playing outside in mid. Oh, the smoke comes down, and Buzz is right on top of him. Just had no idea, no chance to react. You're decayed all the way down to 1 HP. John Olsen, I'm sure if he meant to, go for a fake there, if he botched it a little bit, either way, it doesn't matter. He does end up falling. That Trailblazer does spot out the other two. Lammy Stacks with a nice little headshot, but Buzz comes up with 3 kills. Out from Stacks, back towards Arches, not going to find anything. So playing this with heavy ambiguity right now is full sense. Vision Strikers seem like they don't really know where this hit's going to come through. They will hear that guiding light and suspect that this is going to be a collapse onto the B side. We'll see if they're going to be able to stave them off. Stacks over at wall. Got King in the back. Tailwind forward, pushes out of the smoke. King, however, going to be good for 2 as John Olsen finds Stacks. Superbus will get rid of King. Damage very heavily done. A 2v3 with Superbus low on HP, trying to get the spike planted. Approaching now. Oh, that shock dart narrowly missing. Would kill, but neither of them connected. PTC will find one, but now it all falls to him. A 1v2, tailwind forward, Buzz gets himself over towards the pillar, tries to deny Vision, but Buzz to be confident, because I've seen other teams, when their IGLs, their captains start losing confidence, that's when the team's play suffers. So even if he doesn't necessarily feel confident, he's going to continue to exude that, so everybody feels, instilled with hope and confidence to try and push through. Just Fury going out. John Olsen going to be mowed down. Mako finds him on the entry, but Superbus trades it back rather quickly. He tries to throw the pit, but Buzz is right there. Says absolutely not. Shuts it down. The Vision Strikers looks to get this 12th round on the board, lock themselves into OT, and put us on match point. Trailblazer goes out over towards Bricks, looks to spot them out. We'll find them. Cyber Cage comes up. Buzz mows down Lammy Snacks. RB makes his way in for a little bit more. Shalala could be good for 1, but then falls down. And yet again, it's all on PTC. The drone's going to search into cave. PTC running forward. Stacks is well aware of his position. Everybody else, they have a decent amount of firepower, but obviously it's still a bit wonky. 2 Bulldogs, a Guardian, and a Spectre. They need to find some value from this ult.
And I mean, you've got the op for Buzz. He's got the blades behind it even. And that flash here, Stacks just using it to escape, but it's not going to work. Lammy Stacks going to get him with the Bulldog.
Really great shot down there. That is going to be the setup for the near ult depth. Now they'll be able to identify where everybody else is at here for Vision Strikers. Buzz still goes for the peak. Actually swings out wide, gets himself situated at Ninja. Continues to stare over towards cave, but full sense they want to change it up. They say, okay, we got the pick at A, let's reroute to B.
Yeah, I really like this. You're trying to use this toxic screen down mid. Vision Strikers weren't fooled by it the first time around, so now you got to try something different. But again, RB just is not going to allow Lammy Snacks to get that lurk to go. He shuts it down. King, once again, stalwart on this defense. Here comes the Vision, but they're going to get the spot on the PTC.
Yeah, and that's a spike on the ground. It does get picked up, and now they're running out of time. 20 seconds remaining. John Olsen will find King, gets him out of the back of sight, but Mako's still here, lurking within the pit. No HP. John Olsen from now here on out needs to hit heads. 1 HP, but oh, Mako just snaps to the left, finds him, and they're running out of time. Superbus will find Mako. That will drop it, but he is going to go down. Buzz will get the finish here. One last right click. 13-5 yet again. They do it on Haven. They do it on their map. Pick a breeze. Vision Strikers take the first series of champions.